which like if you're just now starting Viva, like duh.
I'm on Snapchat.
Take all your pants, bitch, ain't no time for talking. Want me do my dance, bands in my pocket. Come and get your mans, far up my rocket. Oh, bands, that's a check talking.
What is up, guys? It's your boy D Welch back here for another video, and I bet y'all thought like I was playing, like I wasn't trying to come back, like I'm actually starting this stuff again. Anyway, today's video is pretty much gonna be something that I should have made a long time ago, but for some reason I just never got around to doing. And that's pretty much like everything I used to do YouTube. I'm not gonna like show you how to use the different apps, but like I definitely will like link them down in the description and all that stuff. And pretty much I want to break this like into 3 different categories. And number 1, equipment. Number 2, applications, and then number 3, the editing software. So I mean, I guess that could be a part of applications, but I just want to make sure that you guys know about different editing softwares, and I can go into detail about them. Also, I will only be talking about the ones that I use today, like, and I'll be recommending some for people who just want like more of a simple editor, and I'll recommend some, but for the most part, I'm gonna be talking about the ones that I currently use. So the first category being equipment. You don't need to go out there and buy the most expensive equipment ever. I think we all know that by now at this point. All you really need is a phone that has a working camera, and that's it. You can literally run a pretty stable YouTube channel from just your phone. But if you have a bit more money, I guess you could go out there, get something pretty cheap, a cheap camera, get a cheap laptop to edit on. But that's not what I'm going to be talking about in this video. Although at one point a phone was my camera and I was editing on a laptop, but that's no more, sadly. So yeah, pretty much all you need is a camera, some good lighting. All I use is a lamp. I'm not gonna even lie, that's all I use. I don't have like some big white light thing right here. It's literally just a camera and the natural light from whatever room I'm in. So that's literally all you need for lighting. I'm pretty sure everyone who has a house with internet and with a door that can open and close has a lamp and lights that turn on and off. All right, number 2, applications. All right, so for thumbnails, which for people who don't know what thumbnails are, that's pretty much the picture. I'm sure you guys know what thumbnails are, but for the people who don't, it's pretty much the picture that's on the video before you click it, because I'm pretty sure usually that picture that's in the that's right there on the video is not actually in the video, if that makes sense. So pretty much all I use for that is an app called Chppttt. Chppttt is what I usually use to do the overall thumbnail. Like I put all the photos on there, I crop everything. And it's also important to know the size of the YouTube thumbnail. The YouTube thumbnail is 1280 by 720. So it's very important that when you go into the application and you go to make a photo, make sure the size of the base plain background, whatever background it is, make sure it's 1280 by 720. Like I cannot stress that. I cannot stress that enough. Otherwise, it'll just be too small, or too big, and YouTube just won't accept it. And then another app I use for thumbnails, because Chppttt, they do have some pretty good text options, but Fonto goes into like greater detail with the fonts, and there's just many more fonts to choose from. You just pick the photo that you already exported from Chppttt, and then you just add more text options and stuff from Fonto. So it's a pretty dope app. They're both free, so go check them out. Chppttt, you do need like a Facebook or Google account or something, which I'm pretty sure if you're watching YouTube, you have a Google account, so no problem there. Fonto, free, don't need anything to sign in with, and you're free to go. More apps that I use for pictures, I use Superimpose, which it does cost money, and you do have to pull some strings to get for free, but it's definitely possible. Won't be going into detail about that in this video, but you can get Superimpose for free. And pretty much what Superimpose does is like you can just crop and all that stuff, but I use it for making PNGs. That's what Superimpose is really good for, so go check that out. Also, if you're on iPhone, another good thing that can be helpful is the little screen recording thing that you can just do. that you can add to like the swipe up thing at the bottom. I'm still not good with the terminology for all the stuff on iPhone yet, but the built-in screen recorder is really helpful for like if you wanted to get a clip and you don't want to download it and wait for it to download and all that, and you want it now, and you can go through and edit it and do all that stuff yourself. It's really helpful. So I say go check out the built-in screen recorder for iPhone. Yeah, but I do know Pixar, Fonto, and Superimpose is on Android though, so for sure go check those out. All right, so that is all I have for applications and equipment. Pause the video right now if you're still watching. Make sure you have all those things down. And now the third category, which is probably the most crucial and probably most like deciding to your YouTube career, if you even want to start, is what editing software do you use? If you have a computer / laptop / whatever, I recommend Filmora. It is an amazing editor. The mobile version, not so great because it's like very simple. But if you're someone who wants to make like collages and just like slideshows or stuff like that, then I guess you could use Filmora Go. Not that great, but like I said, if you want more simple stuff, like those are your go-tos. And just look around for like simple video editors and stuff like that. You'll find stuff. But if you're on laptops, PC, computer, Filmora Pro. And I'll leave links to all the stuff that I'm talking about in the description, so don't worry about that. So Filmora Pro, that's my go-to for if you're on computer. Now if you're on mobile like me, which, I mean, not the best experience, but all these apps I'm about to mention can get the job done. All right, number one, which is one that I've been using for the longest, which is like my number one go-to editor on Android. I mean iOS. If you can pay for the version without the watermark on iOS, I know how to get it for free on Android. So like that's why it's my go-to on Android. It's none other than KineMaster. KineMaster is so amazing, especially if you have like newer devices. You can do video overlays, so you can do like reaction videos and, you know, just really high quality video editing on like a mobile device. It's amazing. Like it's what I made my intro and outros on. It's what I've done like most of my edits on for like the past year. It's an amazing app, an amazing video editor, and I really advise you guys to go check that out. Like I said, on Android you can get it for free. You can just literally type in, if you have an Android phone, you can literally go to Google, type in KineMaster, no watermark, free download, and you can literally click the first link and it'll probably be there. The next app, which is an app that I'm a little bit newer to but just started to get the hang of it. You can get it for free if you're on iPhone. Unfortunately, it does not come on Android, but iMovie is actually not bad. Like I wanted iMovie like ever since I wanted an iPhone, and now that I got one, it's like there's some stuff that I don't like. Like you can't overlay a photo. You have to turn the photo into a video before you can put it on there, and then there's some certain stuff that's just kind of wonky. But other than that, it's like really great for whether you want a simple video or whether you want, like I edited my time to talk video on it the other day, and I think it's amazing. I think you should go check it out. It's free if you're on iOS. Don't know if it's on like every single iOS, like if you have like iPhone 4 or 5 and all that stuff, probably is, but you know, go check it out. It's a really nice editor. It gets the job done, just like KineMaster. Although KineMaster, in my opinion, is better. But I mean, iMovie, no watermark, free, best of both worlds. And then the last video editor, which I think is very well up there with KineMaster, completely beats iMovie. It's probably like a little bit more difficult than KineMaster to get into. There's not really much of a tutorial. I'm just gonna come out and say it's LumaFusion. To my knowledge, it's only on iPhone. Don't know about Android, but LumaFusion is amazing. Now, if you look up LumaFusion, it is $14.99. Like I said, you're gonna have to pull some strings. All I gotta say, Google search Chppttt app, download that, and you can get it from there. That's all I'm gonna say. Or make sure you don't get Luma FX, because that's like the older version of it, or like the simpler version of it. And I mean, you can get Luma FX, but I don't think it works as good as LumaFusion. Like I said, it is $14.99. You're gonna have to pull some strings to get it, but in the end, it is completely worth it. Like I said earlier, it's iPhone only. Do not know about Android. It could be on Android, but to my knowledge, it's only on iPhone. It's just it's so great, and it works so well. It runs so well on my iPhone 8 Plus, and you know, I personally I think it's one of my favorites. Honestly, I'm so used to KineMaster though. If I could get KineMaster without the watermark on iPhone, like I'd probably use that more. But LumaFusion is amazing, and if I can start getting used to it more and more, like my last video, that 3-minute video, I made that video because I hit 200 subs, but I also made that video because I wanted to edit on LumaFusion, because I was just messing around in the app, and I started figuring out some of the tricks and stuff, and I was starting to get the hang of it. Made that video, and I thought it came out great, you know. So, you know, there's that. I had to move because there was like a spider over there, and like I'm not really big on bugs, but do not get LumaFusion if you do not know how to edit that great. And that's pretty much it for the video. Like there's nothing more for me to say. If you guys want me to do like if I find some more apps, and you guys want me to make like a part 2 or something, or talk about like my experiences with all these apps, like I kind of got into it with this video, but not too much. Just let me know. I mean, I thought it was cool making this video. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoy each and every application. Like I said, next week on Wednesday, that's when I will be dropping the new intro and outro, which I still haven't made the intro. Outro is a banger. Yeah, that's all I have to say. My name is D Welch, signing out.